Welcome back to GrimFace, the place where we don't just survive, we dominate. To our returning warriors, your loyalty fuels this movement. You've chosen to walk the path less traveled, to embrace the darkness, and to carve your destiny from the chaos around you. You are the black sheep, the outcasts, the ones who refuse to conform, and we salute you. For those of you who are new here, this is your initiation. GrimFace is not just a channel. It's a call to arms for those ready to break free from mediocrity and take control of their lives. This is where you unlearn everything society told you to be. This is where you discover who you truly are. In today's video, we're diving into a series of lessons designed to ignite the fire within you, to challenge you, and to arm you with the tools to rise above. These aren't just speeches. They're battle cries for those willing to do the work. You'll learn how to harness enthusiasm, build concentration, master leadership, and develop the unshakable resilience needed to dominate in a world that wants you to fail. If you're ready to stop existing and start conquering, hit that subscribe button and join the GrimFace movement. Together, we don't just survive the storm, we become the storm. Now gear up, focus in, and let's begin. Lesson 1. Enthusiasm as a driving force. Enthusiasm is not merely a fleeting feeling or a momentary spark of inspiration. It is a primal force that emanates from the depths of a burning desire for a definite goal. It is the fire that burns in the hearts of those who dare to dream beyond the ordinary, those who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Without enthusiasm, ambition withers, creativity stagnates, and problems seem insurmountable. But with it, you are unstoppable. There are two forms of this sacred energy, and mastering both is the key to unleashing your true potential. Active enthusiasm is the outward expression of your inner fire. It is the magnetic force that draws others to your vision. When you speak with passion, your words ignite the imaginations of those who listen. Your energy becomes contagious, your actions inspiring. The world gravitates toward those who exude confidence and belief in their purpose. Active enthusiasm does not merely tell others what is possible, it shows them. It builds bridges, forms alliances, and opens doors that were once firmly shut. So ask yourself, how often do you let your passion spill out into the world? Are you willing to step into the light and let your voice reverberate with conviction? Or will you let the shadows of doubt silence your spirit? The choice is yours. But remember, a leader without enthusiasm is a warrior without a weapon. But what of the times when the world turns its back on you? When doubt creeps in and your dreams seem like nothing more than fragile illusions? This is when passive enthusiasm must rise to the occasion. Unlike its active counterpart, passive enthusiasm is quiet, but relentless. It is the unseen force that keeps your feet moving forward when the road is long and the night is dark. It fuels persistence, nurtures faith, and stirs the embers of initiative. It whispers to you when no one else will, you can, you must. This type of enthusiasm is the foundation of resilience. It does not require an audience, nor does it beg for approval. It is self-sustaining, born from a deep-seated belief in your purpose and the unshakable realization that you will not stop until your goal is achieved. Enthusiasm, whether active or passive, is not something you are born with. It is a skill to be honed, a muscle to be strengthened. It begins with small, deliberate actions. Practice expressing your excitement in daily conversations. Speak with vigor. Let your voice carry the weight of your belief. Notice how others respond. Feel the power of your enthusiasm influencing the energy in the room. And when you are alone, nurture the quiet flame. Reflect on your goals. Visualize your success. Feed your mind with thoughts of victory, and your heart with the certainty that you are moving closer to your purpose. I challenge you to embrace both faces of enthusiasm. Be the spark that lights the fire in others, and the steady flame that refuses to be extinguished within yourself. This is not a path for the weak or the timid. It is a call to arms for those who are ready to rise above their circumstances, to master their emotions, and to wield the power of enthusiasm as a weapon of transformation. Will you answer the call? Will you let enthusiasm drive you to heights you once thought impossible? Or will you let apathy chain you to the ground, your dreams forever out of reach? Lesson 2. Definiteness of purpose. Success is not an accident. It is not a coincidence. It is the inevitable result of a mind consumed by clarity, a heart gripped by obsession, and a soul unshaken in its pursuit. At the foundation of every great achievement lies a single, immutable truth: definiteness of purpose. Without purpose, you are adrift, tossed about by the currents of chance and circumstance. But with it, you become unstoppable, a force of nature, carving a path through chaos with ruthless precision. The question is not whether success is possible, but whether you are willing to commit yourself entirely to a single, unrelenting goal. Success begins with a simple but profound question. What do you want? Not what others want for you, not what society deems acceptable, but what burns within you so fiercely that it refuses to be silenced. Until you answer this question with absolute clarity, you are merely existing, not living. A well-defined goal acts as a magnet, pulling toward you the opportunities, resources, and allies necessary for its realization. Clarity sharpens your vision and aligns your actions. It eliminates distractions, silences doubt, and focuses your energy like a laser beam. But clarity without action is nothing. You must not only see your destination, but also step boldly onto the path, no matter how treacherous it may seem. Desire is the spark, but it is not the fire. To transform desire into success, it must become something more. It must become an obsessional purpose. An obsessional purpose consumes you. It is the thought that greets you in the morning, and the one that lingers as you close your eyes at night. It does not fade in the face of obstacles or waver under pressure. Instead, it grows stronger, more unyielding, with every setback. When your desire becomes an obsession, failure is no longer an option. It is simply a step toward inevitable success. But obsession is not for the faint-hearted. It demands sacrifice. It demands that you strip away everything that does not serve your purpose. Comfort, convenience, and complacency. These are the enemies of obsession. Are you willing to pay the price? To achieve definiteness of purpose, you must master focus. Focus is the weapon of the determined, the shield of the resilient. It means saying no to distractions, no to mediocrity, and no to anything that pulls you away from your goal. Every thought, every action, every moment must be directed toward your purpose. This is not about balance. It is about domination. You are not here to tiptoe through life, hoping for success to stumble into your lap. You are here to take it, to wrestle it from the hands of fate with unwavering determination. I challenge you to define your purpose with brutal clarity. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Let it etch itself into the core of your being. Then, transform it into an obsession so powerful that it obliterates every excuse, every fear, every hesitation. Will you step into the fire, knowing it will forge you into something unbreakable? Or will you shrink back into the shadows, content to let your potential die quietly? The world does not reward those who merely desire. It rewards those who are willing to devote every ounce of their being to a single, unrelenting goal. Lesson 3. The power of concentration. Concentration is the force that separates those who achieve from those who merely dream. It is the sharp edge of the blade that cuts through distraction, the unyielding gaze fixed on the prize while the world crumbles around you. Without concentration, Even the strongest will falter, their potential scattered like ash in the wind. If you wish to ascend, to conquer, to achieve the extraordinary, then you must master the power of concentration. It is the secret weapon of the relentless, the unseen force that drives remarkable achievements. True power comes from narrowing your focus to a single, burning objective. A scattered mind is a weak mind, easily distracted, easily defeated. But a focused mind, that is a weapon of unimaginable strength. Ask yourself, what is your one most important objective? What is the goal that makes your blood boil with urgency? The mission that haunts your every waking moment? Until you know the answer, you will drift aimlessly, your energy wasted on trivial pursuits. Focus on that goal and let everything else fade into the background. This is not a game of juggling priorities or multitasking. This is a war, and victory requires absolute commitment to the battle in front of you. Distractions are the silent killers of ambition. They come disguised as opportunities, as entertainment, as obligations. But make no mistake, their sole purpose is to rob you of your time, your energy, and your focus. Every moment spent on irrelevant facts, fleeting pleasures, or unnecessary tasks is a moment stolen from your purpose. You cannot afford to waste your power chasing the trivial. You must become ruthless, cutting away anything that does not directly support your major objective. The world will call you obsessive, unbalanced, even reckless. Let them. The opinions of the distracted hold no weight in the mind of the focused. Here's the truth. Focused effort has a way of transforming the impossible into the inevitable. What appears as an obstacle to the scattered mind becomes a stepping stone to the concentrated one. When you concentrate on your goal with persistent effort, you begin to see solutions where others see problems. Your creativity flourishes, your determination hardens, and your actions align with your purpose. This is the alchemy of concentration, turning failure into fuel, setbacks into strategies, and obstacles into opportunities. But concentration is not passive. It is a relentless act of will. It requires discipline, the ability to stay the course even when the path grows dark and the weight of doubt threatens to crush you. I challenge you to wield the power of concentration like a sword. Strip away the distractions, silence the noise, and direct every ounce of your energy toward your purpose. What would happen if you gave your goal your undivided attention? How many obstacles could you crush beneath the weight of your focus? How much closer would you be to the life you dream of if you refused to let anything, pull you away from your path? This is not a skill for the faint of heart. Concentration is a weapon, and in the hands of the undisciplined, it is useless. But in your hands, it can change everything. Lesson 4. Self-discipline and emotional control. Self-discipline is the iron spine of achievement. Emotional control is its armor. Together, they form the unshakable foundation upon which greatness is built. Without them, you are at the mercy of the chaos within and the storms without. But with them, you become untouchable, a force immune to failure, setbacks, and the noise of a world that thrives on distractions. Every great battle begins within. Your emotions are powerful forces, capable of propelling you to incredible heights or dragging you into the depths of despair. When left unchecked, negative emotions, anger, fear, doubt, become the architects of your downfall. But when controlled, these same emotions can be transformed into fuel. Anger can sharpen your focus. Fear can ignite your urgency. Doubt can push you to prepare more thoroughly. Master your emotions, and you master yourself. Ask yourself, how often have you allowed frustration to derail your progress? How many times have you let external circumstances dictate your mood, and by extension, your actions? This is weakness. Emotional control is not about suppressing your feelings. It's about harnessing them, wielding them like weapons in the pursuit of your purpose. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Anyone can act with enthusiasm in the beginning. Anyone can persist when the path is smooth and the rewards are immediate. But true discipline reveals itself when the excitement fades, when the road grows steep, and when progress feels like an illusion. Discipline is waking up before the world does to work on your craft. Discipline is choosing effort over excuses, action over apathy. It is the quiet persistence that chips away at the immovable, the steady hand that holds the course when everything inside you screams to stop. And discipline does not negotiate. It does not wait for the right mood, the perfect time, or favorable conditions. It demands that you act regardless of how you feel, because success does not care about your feelings. It cares about your results. The world is full of distractions, each one vying for your attention, each one threatening to pull you away from your purpose. Negative emotions, external circumstances, the chaos of life. These are the forces that will test your resolve. To succeed, you must learn to guard your equilibrium like a fortress. Do not allow the opinions of others, the sting of failure, or the weight of setbacks to disrupt your focus. These are nothing more than passing storms, and you are the unyielding mountain that remains long after the tempest has subsided. This is not about ignoring reality. It is about mastering it. When others panic, you remain calm. When others falter, you push forward. When others crumble, you stand tall. This is the power of emotional control and self-discipline, a power that separates the conquerors from the conquered. I challenge you to become the master of your emotions and the commander of your actions. Do not let the trivialities of the world sway you from your path. Do not let fear paralyze you or anger consume you. Instead, let them fuel your fire, sharpening your resolve and strengthening your discipline. What would happen if you refused to let anything, disturb your mental clarity or break your stride? How much further could you go if you maintained unwavering discipline, even when progress felt impossible? The truth is simple, but brutal. Success does not favor the emotional or the undisciplined. It belongs to those who can rise above their feelings, who can act with purpose in the face of chaos, and who can maintain their equilibrium no matter the storm. Lesson 5. Faith and infinite intelligence. Faith is not a wish, a fleeting hope, or blind optimism. Faith is a weapon. It is the unyielding belief in your ability to achieve, even when the world conspires against you. It is the force that keeps your feet moving forward, even when the path is obscured by darkness. Without faith, action falters, confidence withers, and purpose collapses under the weight of adversity. But with faith, true, unshakable faith, you become unstoppable. The power of faith. Faith is not found in moments of comfort or convenience. It is forged in the fires of adversity. When challenges rise before you, when doubt whispers in your ear, when failure looms on the horizon, that is when faith reveals its true power. Faith does not demand evidence. It does not wait for proof. Faith believes in the unseen and acts with conviction, knowing that the seeds of persistence will eventually bear fruit. This is not naive optimism. This is the mindset of the relentless. But faith alone is not enough. Faith must be paired with action, relentless, unyielding action. For faith without effort is as hollow as effort without belief. Together, they form the foundation upon which all greatness is built. Infinite intelligence. The universal ally. The world is not random. There is a higher order, a force greater than ourselves that governs the laws of success, justice, and creation. This force, call it infinite intelligence, the universal mind, or divine order, rewards those who align their actions with principles of truth, right, and justice. Infinite intelligence does not favor the timid, the lazy, or the uncommitted. It supports those who persist in the face of adversity, who refuse to deviate from their purpose, and who act in harmony with universal principles. When your goals align with what is right, when your purpose serves more than just yourself, this force moves mountains on your behalf. But alignment is not passive. It requires action, integrity, and resilience. Are you willing to hold your ground when everything seems lost? Are you prepared to trust the process, even when the results are invisible? Infinite intelligence does not reveal its power to those who quit at the first sign of struggle. It rewards those who endure. Persist through adversity. Adversity is not a punishment. It is a test. It is the crucible in which faith is refined and resilience is forged. Every setback, every challenge, every failure is an opportunity to prove your worthiness to the universe. Most people give up when the road becomes difficult. They abandon their dreams at the first sign of resistance. But you are not like them. You are not here to play small, to tiptoe through life hoping for comfort and ease. You are here to conquer, to endure, to rise. Persist, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Persist, even when the world tells you to stop. Persist, because faith demands action, and action transforms the impossible into the inevitable. Final challenge: I challenge you to cultivate unshakable faith. Not in the world, not in others, but in yourself and the principles that guide the universe. Trust that infinite intelligence supports those who refuse to give up, who align their goals with truth, and who act with unwavering purpose. What would happen if you believed, truly believed, in your ability to overcome every obstacle? How much more would you accomplish if you trusted the process, even when the path was unclear? The truth is harsh but liberating. The universe owes you nothing, but it offers everything to those who prove they are worthy. Will you rise to meet the challenge? Will you persist when others falter? Will you align your actions with principles that endure beyond time? Lesson 6. Accurate thinking. In a world drowning in noise, opinions, and half-truths, accurate thinking is a weapon, a shield, and a lifeline. It is the ability to see clearly through the fog of emotion, the haze of bias, and the chaos of hearsay. It is the power to separate fact from fiction and to act with clarity, precision, and purpose. Without accurate thinking, you are a pawn in someone else's game, a puppet manipulated by fear, impulse, and misinformation. But with it, you are a force of nature, cutting through the lies, wielding truth like a blade, and moving forward with unstoppable momentum. Your mind is your greatest asset, but only if it is sharp, disciplined, and focused on the truth. Every day, you are bombarded with information designed to distract you, mislead you, and manipulate you. Most people absorb it without question, letting their actions and decisions be guided by emotion and illusion. But not you. You are here to rise above the noise, to see the world as it is, not as others would have you believe. This begins with a simple but brutal habit: separate facts from fiction. Do not act on assumptions. Do not trust what you hear without question. Demand evidence. Seek truth relentlessly. When faced with a decision, strip away the irrelevant, the emotional, and the biased. Focus only on what directly supports your purpose, and discard the rest. Emotion is a double-edged sword. It can drive you to incredible heights, but it can also lead you astray. Fear, anger, hope. These are powerful forces, but they have no place in the realm of accurate thinking. Decisions made in the heat of emotion are often the ones we regret the most. The solution is not to suppress your emotions, but to master them. Let your emotions fuel your drive, but never let them dictate your decisions. When the stakes are high, Step back. Breathe. Analyze the situation with cold, ruthless clarity. Emotion clouds judgment, but logic cuts through the fog. Most people are content to let others do their thinking for them. They follow trends, parrot opinions, and make decisions based on hearsay rather than hard evidence. This is weakness. This is laziness. This is failure. True power lies in independent thought, the ability to gather evidence, analyze it critically, and make your own decisions. Do not let the crowd dictate your path. Do not let fear of standing alone keep you from doing what is right. Independence is lonely, but it is also liberating. Ask yourself, when was the last time you questioned a popular belief? When was the last time you made a decision based solely on the facts, not on what others thought or felt? If you cannot answer, then you have work to do. Cultivate the discipline of independent thinking. Read widely, question everything, and trust your ability to discern the truth. This is not an easy path, but it is the only one that leads to real power. I challenge you to master the art of accurate thinking. Reject the lies, the illusions, and the distractions that surround you. Seek the truth with relentless determination, and let it guide your every action. What would happen if you stripped away the irrelevant and focused only on what truly mattered? How much stronger, clearer, and more decisive would you become? The truth is harsh. The world is filled with those who would mislead you, manipulate you, and use you for their own purposes. But you do not have to be their victim. You can rise above the lies, armed with the power of accurate thinking. Lesson 7. The Mastermind Alliance. Success is not a solitary endeavor. The lone wolf may survive, but the pack dominates. To achieve greatness, to shatter the limits imposed by your circumstances, you must harness a force greater than yourself. That force is the Mastermind Alliance, the strategic union of minds working in harmony, amplifying power, and transforming ambition into reality. Many believe that success is a solitary pursuit. They romanticize the image of the self-made individual, standing alone at the summit. But this is a lie. No one ascends without help, without cooperation, without the collective power of aligned minds. Isolation weakens you. It blinds you to your potential and traps you in the limits of your own perspective. Alone, you are vulnerable to doubt, fatigue, and failure. Together, with the right allies, you are unstoppable. The Mastermind Alliance is not about depending on others. It's about leveraging the strengths, intelligence, and energy of a group to achieve what no one could accomplish alone. When you unite with others who share your vision, your power multiplies. Their ideas ignite your creativity. Their skills complement your own. Their belief fortifies your resolve. A true alliance does not dilute your power. It amplifies it. The whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts, creating a force that can overcome obstacles, innovate solutions, and shatter barriers. But not just any alliance will do. Weak minds will drain you. Mediocre allies will slow you down. To build a Mastermind Alliance, you must be ruthless in your selection. Surround yourself only with those who share your hunger, your drive, and your commitment to the goal. The cornerstone of a successful alliance is mutual benefit. This is not charity. This is not friendship for its own sake. Every member of the alliance must contribute and receive in equal measure. What can you offer to those you seek to align with? What value do you bring to the table? To form a powerful alliance, you must give as much as you take. This creates trust, loyalty, and shared enthusiasm, fuel for the collective fire. Enthusiasm is contagious, and within a Mastermind Alliance, it spreads like wildfire. When one member falters, the others lift them up. When doubts creep in, the collective belief drowns them out. Shared enthusiasm keeps the group focused, driven, and united. Imagine the strength of an alliance where every member burns with the same intensity, where every action is aligned with a shared vision. This is the essence of the mastermind, a force so powerful that even the greatest challenges crumble before it. I challenge you to build your own mastermind alliance. Seek out those whose intelligence, skills, and passion complement your own. Unite under a shared vision and commit to lifting each other to heights none of you could reach alone. What would happen if you no longer walked this path alone? How much further could you go if you surrounded yourself with allies who inspired, challenged, and empowered you? The truth is undeniable. Alone, you are limited. Together, you are infinite. The Mastermind Alliance is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Will you embrace it? Or will you cling to the illusion of solitude and let your potential go unrealized? Lesson 8. The Law of Compensation. Success is not given. It is earned, bartered, and exchanged in accordance with an unyielding truth, the law of compensation. This law governs all progress, all achievements, all gains. It is a universal principle that demands payment and value before delivering the rewards you seek. To ignore it is to doom yourself to mediocrity. To master it is to control your destiny. Understand this. Success is not free. It demands a price, and that price is service and value. You cannot take from this world without first giving. You cannot demand loyalty, cooperation, or support without offering something in return. The question is not whether you will pay, but whether you are willing to pay the full price. What are you offering in exchange for the success you crave? Is it effort, skill, innovation, inspiration? Or are you hoping to cheat the system, to take without giving, to succeed without service? The law is clear. You will be compensated in direct proportion to the value you provide. The more you give, the more you receive. But if you give nothing, expect nothing. No one owes you their time, their effort, or their allegiance. If you want support, if you seek cooperation, you must provide incentives. You must align your goals with their motives, making it clear that their success is tied to your own. This is not manipulation. It is strategy. Everyone has a price, a motivation, a desire. Find it, understand it, then offer value that fulfills it. Incentives are the currency of influence, and those who master their use hold the power to move mountains. Do not make the mistake of demanding loyalty without earning it. Do not expect cooperation without justification. People act in their own interest. Your task is to make their interest align with yours. Service is not weakness. It is not submission. It is a weapon, a tool of influence, and a pathway to power. When you provide value, when you serve others with excellence and purpose, you gain leverage. Service builds trust. Trust builds relationships. Relationships open doors the brute force could never break down. Through service, you establish yourself as indispensable, as a leader, as someone worth following. This is how you turn the law of compensation into a weapon for your success. Many believe they are owed something, a promotion, recognition, success, simply for existing, for trying, for wanting. But the universe does not operate on entitlement. It operates on value. Ask yourself, what have you done to deserve the success you seek? What service have you provided? What value have you created? If the answer is nothing, then your frustration is self-inflicted. The law of compensation is unforgiving, but it is also fair. You will only receive what you have earned. I challenge you to embrace the law of compensation. Stop asking what the world owes you, and start asking what you owe the world. Identify the value you can provide, and deliver it with relentless excellence. What would happen if you focused not on taking, but on giving? How much could you gain if you made yourself invaluable to those around you? The truth is harsh but liberating. Success demands service. It rewards value. It compensates effort. The weak will resent this truth, clinging to entitlement and excuses. The strong will embrace it, using it as a roadmap to power. Lesson 9. Practical steps to build enthusiasm and concentration. Enthusiasm and concentration. Two forces capable of bending the world to your will. These are not traits you are born with, nor are they gifts bestowed by luck or fate. They are powers forged through deliberate practice, honed by relentless effort, and wielded by those who refuse to settle for mediocrity. If you are serious about ascending to the heights of success, then it is time to learn the practical steps to master these twin pillars of achievement. Step 1. The power of visualization. The mind cannot achieve what it cannot first imagine. Visualization is the act of painting your future in vivid detail, of stepping into the version of yourself that has already succeeded. Close your eyes. Picture the moment of triumph. Feel the weight of success in your hands, the pride in your chest, the exhilaration coursing through your veins. Make it real, so real that it becomes impossible to ignore. Visualization is not daydreaming, it is programming. The more vividly you picture your success, the more your mind aligns itself with that reality. You begin to think, act, and move as though your goal is already yours. Do this daily. Make it a ritual. Burn the image of your success into your subconscious until it becomes an obsession, an inevitability. Step 2. Repetition. The engine of belief. Desires fade without reinforcement. Goals crumble without repetition. To keep your enthusiasm burning and your concentration sharp, you must repeat your intentions over and over until they become unshakable truths. Use affirmations, simple, powerful statements of your goal. Say them aloud. Write them down. Think them constantly. Repetition is the engine of belief, and belief is the fuel of action. When doubt creeps in, drown it in repetition. When fear whispers in your ear, silence it with your affirmations. Over time, your repeated thoughts will solidify into unbreakable conviction, and conviction is the foundation of all success. Step 3. Daily practice. Inject enthusiasm into everything. Enthusiasm is not a switch you can flip when needed. It is a habit, a skill, a muscle that must be exercised daily. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Start with your conversations and interactions. Speak with energy. Act with purpose. Let your passion bleed into everything you do, no matter how small. Enthusiasm is contagious, and the more you project it outward, the more it reinforces itself within you. This daily practice not only develops your enthusiasm, but also sharpens your concentration. When you act with energy and focus, you train your mind to stay engaged, present, and directed toward your goals. Enthusiasm and concentration are not optional. They are the lifeblood of success, the tools that separate the driven from the distracted. But mastery demands effort. It demands sacrifice. Are you willing to invest the time and energy to build these skills, or will you let them wither in the face of comfort and complacency? I challenge you to implement these steps with ruthless discipline. Visualize your success until it consumes your thoughts. Repeat your desires until they drown out every doubt. Inject enthusiasm into every action until it becomes second nature. What would happen if you lived with this level of focus and passion? How much more could you accomplish if you treated every day as a step closer to your ultimate goal? Lesson 10. Leadership and influence. Leadership is not a title. It is not a position granted by others. Leadership is a force, a power that emanates from within and bends the will of others to align with your vision. It is the ability to inspire, to influence, to dominate through belief and action. True leaders are not born. They are forged in the fires of conviction and relentless purpose. If you seek to lead, you must first master the art of influence. You must become a beacon of sincerity, enthusiasm, and confidence, so powerful that others cannot help but follow. No leader can inspire without first believing in their own mission. Your belief must be unshakable, carved into the very fabric of your being. Without it, your words will lack weight, your actions will falter, and your influence will crumble. Ask yourself, do you truly believe in the mission you claim to lead? Is it a part of you, or is it merely an aspiration spoken out of convenience? Until your belief burns with the intensity of 1,000 suns, you will never inspire others to follow. Enthusiasm is the lifeblood of influence. It is the energy that draws others into your orbit, the fire that fuels their belief in your vision. But enthusiasm must be genuine. False passion is transparent, a hollow shell that inspires nothing. To lead effectively, you must express your enthusiasm with conviction. Let your words and actions radiate your purpose. Show others that your mission is not just a goal, it is an obsession. Enthusiasm is contagious, and when others feel your energy, they will be compelled to join you. Trust is the currency of leadership, and sincerity is its foundation. Without trust, your influence is fleeting, your leadership fragile. You cannot manipulate your way to genuine influence. You must earn it. Speak the truth, even when it is difficult. Act with integrity, even when it is inconvenient. Show others that you are not just leading for personal gain, but for a cause greater than yourself. When people believe in your sincerity, they will believe in your vision. A leader without confidence is a ship without a rudder, adrift, aimless, and destined to fail. Confidence is not arrogance, it is certainty. It is the belief that no matter what obstacles arise, you will find a way to prevail. When you exude confidence, others will trust your ability to lead. They will follow you into the unknown, into battle, into the fire, because they believe you will bring them out victorious. But confidence must be earned. It is not a facade. It is the result of preparation, discipline, and relentless action. Confidence is the reward for the leader who has put in the work, who has faced adversity and emerged stronger. I challenge you to step into the role of a true leader. Believe in your mission with every fiber of your being. Express your enthusiasm with authenticity and power. Act with sincerity to build trust. Project confidence that commands respect and inspires loyalty. What would happen if you embodied these principles? How many lives could you influence? How much closer could you bring your vision to reality? Lesson 11. Adaptability and emotional immunity. Life will break you if you let it. It will strip away your comforts, challenge your beliefs, and shatter your plans without warning. Crises are not an exception. They are the rule. To survive, to thrive, you must become adaptable. To rise above the wreckage, you must cultivate emotional immunity. The weak crumble under pressure, their emotions consuming them. The strong, they rise, they shift, they adapt, they endure. If you wish to stand among them, you must train yourself to remain unshaken, no matter how fierce the storm. When chaos strikes, emotions are your first enemy. Fear, anger, despair, they rush in, clouding your judgment, paralyzing your action. Most people succumb to them, becoming victims of their own instability. But not you. You must become the fortress that stands unmoved as the storm rages around you. Train yourself to remain calm, even when the walls are crumbling. Emotional stability is not about suppressing your feelings. It is about controlling them, wielding them as tools instead of being ruled by them. When crises arise, do not panic. Do not react impulsively. Instead, pause. Breathe. Assess the situation with cold, ruthless clarity. Emotional immunity is the ability to act with logic and purpose, even when your world is on fire. Loss is inevitable. Plans will fail. Opportunities will slip through your fingers. This is the price of ambition. But while the weak lament their misfortune, the adaptable see opportunity hidden in the rubble. Adaptability is the art of shifting focus from what has been lost to what can still be gained. It is the ability to pivot, to adjust, to move forward, even when the path changes unexpectedly. Ask yourself, how many times have you clung to a failed plan, too stubborn to let go? How often have you allowed loss to paralyze you instead of propelling you forward? The adaptable do not waste time mourning the past. They learn, they adjust, and they act. They understand that every setback is a setup for a comeback, that every failure carries the seed of an opportunity for those bold enough to seek it. Emotional resilience is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Without it, every crisis becomes a catastrophe, every setback a defeat. But with it, you become untouchable. Resilience is the ability to endure without breaking, to bend without shattering. It is not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them head-on, knowing you have the strength to overcome them. To build resilience, you must condition your mind to see adversity as a test, not a threat. Every crisis is an opportunity to grow stronger, to prove your worth, to harden your resolve. I challenge you to embrace adaptability and emotional immunity. Train yourself to remain calm in chaos, to pivot when plans fail, to see opportunities where others see only loss. What would happen if you refused to be shaken by setbacks? How much more could you achieve if you saw every failure as a stepping stone, every crisis as a lesson? The truth is harsh, but empowering. The world does not stop for the weak, the emotional, or the inflexible. It rewards those who adapt, who endure, who rise above their circumstances with unshakable resilience. You've just taken another step toward mastery, another step away from the masses who settle for less, and into the realm of those who demand more. If you've made it this far, you're not here by accident. You're here because something inside you refuses to be ordinary. That's the fire we fuel at GrimFace. To our returning warriors, you've proven once again that you're relentless. Keep pushing, keep rising, and keep leading the charge. For those who are new, you've now had a taste of what GrimFace is all about. This is your invitation to stop standing on the sidelines and join the movement. Subscribe, become part of the Black Sheep Army, and let's rewrite the rules together. Remember, the world doesn't owe you anything, but it offers everything to those who are willing to take it. So, what's your next move? Will you let this knowledge fade, or will you turn it into action? This is GrimFace, where excuses die, resilience thrives, and power is forged. Until next time, stay focused, stay relentless, and never let the darkness consume you. Be the storm.